Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing What If Naruto Had the 10 Tails Part 2. As usual, I'd like you to refer to my channel to watch the last two videos that I've made so you don't get confused upon where the story is. And knowing that if you haven't seen it, you don't enter into any form of spoiler territories. But without further ado guys, let's get into the next part of What If Naruto Had the 10 Tails Part 2. Now let's begin. Now, our story takes place just after Kakashi enters the Chunin exam. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura train for a bit and now are into the Chunin exams. Now, one thing I'm going to explain to you on the last episode, I was unsure what I should call the team or the bridge, but I'll just go with canon. In the bridge is actually the Great Naruto Bridge, okay, guys, and they're still Team Kakashi or Team 7, okay. I was going to let you guys know. But yeah, no, without further ado, let's get back into where I was. So what happens is, as the training exams go, it actually goes near all the way similar to canon. Okay, everything goes the same. It's just except Naruto can't get put into Genjutsu. So Naruto just clearly walks in, dispels, and walks out. Now the only thing that's slightly gonna change is the interaction between Lee, Neji, and Tenten. Lee still berates and is about to fight Sasuke. What happened though was when Sasuke was about to fight that guy in the hallway and Lee stopped him, Sasuke engaged Lee's strength and he understands. So what happens is when Lee does challenge Sasuke, the fight goes near towards canon, up to the point when Lee is about to do the primary lotus on Sasuke. Well, what happens is Naruto pretty much shouts enough at the battle and appears right by Sasuke and jumps away with Sasuke by Lee. And what happens is Lee goes, "You're mighty fast and mighty strong to be able to do that." In essence, they kind of took him by surprise that you could do that move. And Naruto goes, "You've proven yourself. You won the fight. Why do you need to continue?" Sasuke looks at Naruto, and Naruto looks at Sasuke like, "Just don't." Lee goes, "I just want to see if it was worth my time. I want to try the fame Uchiha, see how powerful they, see how I rank up to them. Because to be honest, you're disappointing. You won't even be the prodigy of the Hyuga, Neji." And this angers Sasuke, but it annoys Naruto too, and just Naruto states that not everything needs to go that way. Remember, you use taijutsu, that's your base strength and power, as you said. Sasuke uses a multitude of fighting styles, taijutsu and ninjutsu and genjutsu. If he was able to do that, then it would be more of a equal standing fight. Do you agree with that? And then Lee goes, "That's true, but I challenged him on a taijutsu fight." And then Naruto goes, "Okay then you challenge me in a taijutsu fight." Naruto stands up, 3 chakra spikes appear on the back of his shoulder. Naruto activates his Jubi Sharingan, which shocks everyone around him. Naruto tells him, "Try hit me then." And then Naruto closes his eyes. He's trying to practice something, because Naruto's Ryan Sharingan that he has, his Jubi Sharingan has all the powers of Kaguya. Pretty much has all the powers of Kaguya's Ryan Sharingan, but they're split between both his eyes. So Naruto can pretty much do Rinnegan abilities, pretty much. Like, yeah, if you guys got to disagree with that, please let me know in the comments, okay? But for this what if, Naruto is pretty much going to have the same Rinnegan abilities as a Rinnegan user, but because this is the Ryan Sharingan, he has more. He can do easily dimensional travels and shit like that, teleportation, all that crap, and also chakra, anything like that. Naruto is just gonna try something. So when Lee goes to attack Naruto, what happens is Naruto opens his eyes, and when Lee's punch goes towards Naruto, Naruto catches the punch full force, which shocks Lee that Naruto was able to catch his max speed at this time. So and what happens is Lee just instantly jumps around Naruto, throwing punches and kicks. Naruto's trying his best just to breathe in, calm, use his sensory abilities and his Jubi Sharingan to detect where he's going to be, and yep, it works for Naruto. And this is shocking everyone. Neji sees this and he uses his Byakugan to look at Naruto, and when he looks at Naruto, he instantly sweats. He takes a step back, and out of fear of what he's seen, this power of Naruto, and the fact that he's seen that Naruto's absolutely holding back on the defending side, and Neji's seeing this. And so what happens is when Lee's throwing kicks, punches hardcore, Naruto just standing there blocking and dodging it. At first, Guy was gonna stop it because he at first Guy was gonna let it happen because he thought his student had this easy. But once he saw Naruto go at it, he realized that if Lee doesn't be careful, because Guy knows the stories upon what happens to all the Jonins that attack Naruto, they always die. All the people they attack Naruto, they die. They don't know why. So as Lee's trying his best to get past Naruto's great taijutsu work and everything like that, Naruto steadies himself. He catches Lee's leg, pulls his hand back, and he's about to charge a punch. When Neji sees this, he sees how much chakra is being infused into Naruto's hands, and that's massive to the point where this one punch will kill Lee. So Neji runs down, and just before he gets to be by Lee, Naruto throws the punch and stops right at Lee's face, and Naruto held his hand there. And Naruto tells Lee and squeezes Lee's leg that actually hurts him. He kind of cringes because Naruto still got his leg in the air, and throws Lee off him. He walks away and tells him not to put down don't put down anyone, especially people from his team. Naruto goes, "It's unfair that you guys have a year advantage over us, so don't give us that." Naruto goes to Sasuke, and he just brushes off everyone around him. And Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto leave the building. And as what happens with Lee's angry, and that no matter what he could have done, Naruto was just too calm and too steady for him. And as Lee's about to get up and berate him, Might Guy jumps down and punches him in the face with the power of youth. And like there, everything goes near towards canon. But what happens is Naruto feels the deception in Kabuto, and so it doesn't help them. As much as they want to help Kabuto, Naruto says no. He's lying. There's all a ruse. Something's up. Something's different. I can't explain to you. So what happens is, after this part, Naruto is walking up. Now, Naruto and Konohama are not really friends. Not at all. Konohama, everyone's scared Naruto. So what happens is the interaction with Konohama and Konkoro goes near towards the same. However, when Naruto gets there, he's about to brush it off and walk by like nothing at all. But what happens is when Naruto realizes that Konkoro is actually talking about Konohamaru, the third Hokage's grandson, Naruto's obliged as a hidden left shinobi to interfere. So he walks over and he grabs Konkoro's arm and he squeezes Konkoro's arm, which makes him hurt. And the Konkoro's looking at Naruto, and Naruto chucks him into the fence and pretty much makes him break across the fence. Konkoro hurts his back and he's looking right at Naruto, and Naruto goes, "This is the grandson of the third Hokage. Does the hidden sand want to make a war?" And then what happens is the interaction with Gaara is way different, because Gaara has 50% of the One Tails, just looking at has half the One Tails. That part within Gaara's Shikaku's scared, fucking scared of Naruto. Does not want to be around Naruto. Shikaku inside of Gaara is hiding. Like, his presence is not as massive as it would be. That bloodlust, now he's hiding. And but with Naruto, his chakra's flaring. And Naruto's hearing a voice say, "Naruto, let me free. Let me take my power back, Naruto." But Naruto just looks back at the 10 tails and pretty much just shuts him up. Thanks to the power of his mother, he's able to shut the 10 tails up. And Naruto looks back, and what happens is when Gaara sees Naruto, Gaara's actually sweating, because never before has he felt Shikaku feel true fear. And when Gaara appears right in front of Naruto, it's not bloodlust or craving for actual battle with anyone that's in Gaara's mind or around Gaara. The aura that's surrounding Gaara is absolute fear from Shikaku. Shikaku is afraid, and the first time Gaara's feeling it. And when Naruto walks over to the sand guy, he goes, "For some reason, I have a connection to you," Naruto states. And Gaara's actually sweating like Shikaku. Temari and Konkoro sees this, and for the first time, they see Gaara actually afraid of something. And they look at Naruto, and Naruto yearns and just pretty much accidentally spouts out, because the 10 tails eyes activate and Naruto, his Jubi Sharingan activate, which takes all three of them by surprise, and Naruto's horns spike up and they start to flare. And Naruto goes, "I have this urge to kill you." And he starts to breathe deeply, looking at Gaara. Gaara's taken aback because he's seen from his own perspective and what he looks like. He's shocked, he's frightened by this point. And yeah, what happened is Naruto's just breathing in and out, getting more and more angry, being around Gaara. And then what happens is Naruto snaps back into reality and walks away, just trying to gain semblance. And from there, the Chunin exams go near towards all the same. The test, the forest of death. Now that's where things kind of change up and don't at the same time. Okay, so what happens is in the forest of death, thanks to Naruto's sensing abilities, he can sense people with their scrolls, and whenever Naruto appears in front of anyone that has a scroll, all the hidden leaf they have that know of Naruto do not attack, but everyone else that attack Naruto get destroyed fast as. Not just because Naruto and Sasuke is there and so Sakura, they're putting more of effort into it, but Naruto overall is the pinnacle of the group at this point in time, so he destroys them easy. Now, when it comes to the Orochimaru part, that's going to go near towards the cannon, but what happens is the snake that goes to try to eat Naruto gets destroyed by a true second orb, obliterated, and Orochimaru sees this, jumps away in a tree, and he looks at Naruto, and then what happens is Naruto warps that truth seeking orb into a stick, or into a chakra rod spear, and holds it in his hands, and Naruto goes to Orochimaru, I sense your intent, I sense your power, and I can tell you right now, that's not killing intent. Sasuke and Sakura are taken back because they're scared, they're feeling the killing intent from Orochimaru, and Naruto goes, I will show you true intent. And then what happens is Naruto reaches within himself, and for the brief moment he grabs the Ten Tails hand, because the Ten Tails bound up, and he goes, this once I am going to let you show the world your power. And for the Ten Tails, this makes him happy. Naruto touches the Ten Tails hand, and chakra just envelops around Naruto, floods out of him like a raging storm, eh? And as he does this, everywhere around him, everywhere around the hidden leaf, every part of the hidden leaf, Konoha, everywhere around the forest of death, is he shaking lightning storms appearing around the sky, as if Naruto's doing a fucking planetary cataclysm attack. And when Naruto looks right at Orochimaru and directs that absolute hatred, evil power that's within Naruto, well, it's actually, when Naruto directs it right at Orochimaru, yeah, man, like, he has no time to place the curse mark on Sasuke. Like, this is real fear, real power that Orochimaru feels. Everyone that has a tail beast in the world feels what's happening right now. Every single person, even the ghetto statue that Madara does have, feels what Naruto just did. And this, like, everyone's just like baffled, like, what the fuck? Even the third Hokage thought that Naruto just lost it. But what happens is Naruto powers it down. And as Naruto powers it down, Shikaku and Gaara tells Gaara, if that's exactly what I think it is, do not fight Naruto. Gaara's looking at Shikaku like, what the hell? And he goes, even if I have to suppress myself, I promise you, I'll never be the way I was. I will let you sleep. I won't do nothing. Just please don't expose me to that boy Naruto, please. And for the first time ever in Gaara's life, he's actually seen it in Shikaku. He's really afraid. And Gaara, even though he wants bloodlust, he felt this bloodlust from Naruto, and it made lightning storms and earthquakes. Yep, Gaara agrees, massively agrees. And so what happens is Gaara tells the hidden Senshin and Chunin that the Konoha crush is not happening. And the Jonins all agree. They all felt this and are afraid. All of them are afraid of this power that Naruto just released. Now, all the Jinchuriki and all the other lands, because they were alerted to this disturbance, Killer Bee tells his brother upon it, Raikage. Fu tells the hidden waterfall village upon what happened. She's the Seven Tails. And everyone else pretty much tells their leaders of their village what they just felt and what presence and how much power it was. Because to them, that was like near infinite power that Naruto just released. And that was just Naruto grabbing the Ten Tails hands. But anyway, after Naruto does this and he backs down from his form of bloodlust, Orochimaru is frozen in fear. Frozen in fear. Unable to move. Unable to do anything. Like, his resolve was destroyed by this show of power. Absolute show of power. And then what happens is, when Orochimaru tries to get away, Onko's already there. She's already there, and she's already did a shadow snake strike, which pins Orochimaru. Like, she managed to make multiple snakes. They jump onto Orochimaru and grab him, biting his neck, biting his body. And she looks at him, and for the most part, Orochimaru is impressed with her skills. and he's trying to get away, but Naruto appears right in front of him with his Jubi Sharingan eyes. And not only that, because Anko was Orochimaru's student, she knows all his old moves, and yeah, she gets him. She managed to get him. And what happens is Kabuto tries to come and attack, but Naruto sensed the intent, summoned the true second orb and chucked it right through Kabuto's face. Obliterated Kabuto, so Kabuto lands on the tree with his face completely destroyed, right in front of Orochimaru. And Orochimaru sees this, and Naruto's holding the true second orb again, turns it back into a spear right in front of the Orochimaru, and Naruto goes, "You're going nowhere." When Anko looks at Naruto, she's seriously scared of Naruto, but she sees what fear Naruto has just driven into Orochimaru, which gave her the necessary time to not only paralyze him, but paralyze him with a toxin, a special toxin that she's made to get him. Yeah, and Orochimaru had no antibodies to fight against this, so he's pretty much, in all sense, permanently immobilized until she gives him the antivenom, or his body adapts to it. And so what happens is, Anko pretty much puts a ceiling tag on Orochimaru, and this fucks up the whole storyline after Naruto did this, because all the Kage around the world, the head tail beast, at this moment very scared, and very scared. And so what happens is, after that part, the Chunin exam continues, of course. Naruto fights Kiba, and the fight between Naruto and Kiba doesn't really happen. Kiba's too afraid to fight Naruto, really too afraid, and so is Akamaru, so they pull out of the fight. And Kurenai's not angry about this because she understands the fear, and Naruto just walks over to Kiba and just tells him, well, he goes, he will respect him for what he did there, but it just shows how much of a coward he is. And Naruto walks away, leaving. He goes, keep that in mind. And Naruto walks away, and this makes Kiba really angry, but he knows if he lashes out, he'll die. He knows all the stories. Everyone in Hidden Leaf knows the story of Naruto and the stories that they've heard about Naruto. And so what happens is, from then on, when it came to everything of the Chunin exams go the same, except for Sasuke doesn't have the Heavenly Curse Mark, or the Heavenly Mark, whatever it's called, and he defeats there at Hidden Sound Village, the guy that absorbs chakra like a boss. And not only that, Sakura wins her fight against Ino, thanks to having that slight encouragement from Naruto and Sasuke. She managed to beat Ino. So what happens is, when it comes to the Gaara and Lee fight, for the most part it goes the same, but after Gaara beats Lee properly, he doesn't kill Lee, or doesn't try to break Lee's arms or legs at all, because when he tries to flick himself, Naruto's angry. Shikaku can feel the presence of what's his name, Naruto, and the Jubi chakra, and he instantly withdraws his own form of overpowering evil chakra. So he's doing his best to stay undetected. He's trying to do his best to hide, pretty much. And so what happens is, Lee does it for the most part, gets just beaten. Okay, even though he doesn't give up, Might Guy jumps down and applauds Lee for his youthfulness. And what happens is, Gaara, unlike in Kaden, he doesn't let his bloodlust take over, because he's pretty much been debriefed by Shikaku on what he's fearing about Naruto. So what happens is, from there, the 1 month training is about to come about. Sasuke, just like in Kaden, goes to train with Kakashi. And what happens is, with Sakura, I was going to state that she was going to go train with Kurenai to follow up on her genjutsu skills. But what happened is, she was actually quite impressed with Anko's abilities with the snakes and poison, that she went to Anko and asked if she can learn how to train under her. And Anko agreed. She was happy about that and took on Sakura as a student. Now, when it comes to Naruto, Jiraiya was straightforward. Didn't fuck around, doesn't mess around or jump around or peep. He came to the Hidden Leaf Village to see Naruto. And the moment he saw Naruto, he sat down, and all Naruto could feel from Jiraiya was absolute love and sadness. And Naruto goes, "Who are you to me?" And Jiraiya looks at Naruto and he goes, "You may have not remembered me, Naruto, but I was there for you a lot in your life when you were younger. I visited you often as a child, baby. My missions required me to be out a long period of times, and not only that, I had no prior connection to the meeting that was set forth for you. Naruto's looking at Jiraiya like, huh? And then what happens is, who are you? And then Jiraiya goes, I'm Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sanins of the Hidden Leaf. I'm the other Sanin, the great sage toad. Orochimaru is the snake sage. Naruto goes, oh, so the snake man's your friend. Jiraiya goes, yeah. I see you guys captured him. He's not talking, but he's shocked upon what he has seen. And he's been held in a secret place. Naruto goes, okay, and he goes, but what's this feeling I feel from you? Love, sadness, what is that? Please tell me. And Jiraiya goes, guess the cat's out of the bag then, I have no choice. Well, Naruto, I'm your godfather. Naruto goes, what? And he goes, yeah. Not only am I your namesake, I'm the reason where your name Naruto has come from, but I'm also your godfather, Naruto. And if you want, you can come pretty much stay with me, and I can train you, Naruto. Naruto's taken aback with this. He's happy that he has a godfather, but he's also conflicted upon where was he. And Naruto happily accepts going with Jiraiya, but a tear goes down Naruto's eyes, which Jiraiya sees, and he goes, what's the matter, Naruto? And Naruto just says, I've been alone this whole time, Jiraiya. I've been alone this whole time. Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke became a family to me. And Jiraiya smiles because sees that Naruto has value with comrades. And then Naruto goes, now I have a godfather. My mother's power is the reason why the 10 Tails, the power that's within me, can be controlled. And what happens is Jiraiya says, your mother's power, huh? Naruto goes, yeah. The only reason why I deduced that of my mother's power is the same exact power I have within me, just, you know, a different feeling. I get the same feeling from there's this chakra that's within me, the same feeling when I'm looking at you. The same love, the same protection. Naruto walks over to Jiraiya and pretty much gets embraced by Jiraiya. Like, Naruto walks over to him, but all Jiraiya can do is walk over and hug him and tells him he's sorry for not being there for him, and that he'll do his best to do better this time. But for now, it's time to train you up then, Naruto. And they go in, so for the whole month, well, for the first day, Jiraiya asks Naruto what he can do. So Naruto, he goes, show me your full power. So Naruto instantly goes, pulls his 3 spikes out, they flame up, which shocks Jiraiya. Naruto's eyes turn into the Ryan Sharingan, or the Jubi Sharingan. And then not only that, Naruto's, what's it called, he summons a true second orb, which he puts down underneath his feet, and he stands on it. He makes a like a kind of platform, and then he lifts his hand up and begins to float on the platform. And Naruto's like, whoa, okay, I just wanted to try this, but it seems this works really well. And Naruto jumps off and reforms it into a blade, or reforms into a chakra rod. And Jiraiya goes, show me what you can do with that. Naruto hits a tree, completely destroying the tree completely, which shocks Jiraiya. And Jiraiya goes through his mental thinking. It's like, pretty much thinks like the third Hokage when it comes to trying to introduce the true second orbs. He goes, thinks about particle style. That's what this looks like, but in a more advanced state where Naruto can destroy everything. And not only that, Jiraiya sees that Naruto can manipulate it into making any forms and weapons. So what happens is Jiraiya goes, okay, Naruto, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna train you to fight in your taijutsu, and that your Ryan Sharingan. So for instance, are you able to keep your Sharingan activated? And then Jiraiya goes, yeah, that is a new type of Sharingan I've never seen, but it must come with your power. And so what happens is, Jiraiya also says, okay, are you able to pull some chakra out of the power, the tail beast you have within you? And Naruto goes, yeah, easy. This is what those flames you see on my shoulders are the energy of the tail beast. And he goes, nice, everything will be easy from here on. And so for the most part, for the rest of the month, Naruto pretty much stays active with his Ryan Sharingan, and he learns in depth upon how to use some of its abilities. Sakura learns inorganic snake transformation thanks to Onko, and Sasuke trains hardcore with Kakashi trying to master the Chidori. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave this what if, guys. I hope you like this one. This is not going to be as long as every other one. I'm actually going to make all these old what ifs into 25-minute slot videos, so I can get them all out as fast as I can, pump them out. But yeah, I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe, and leave your comments down below on my chat, on my video, and tell me what I can either do to improve or Just let me know your opinions upon a video or give me a suggestion, okay? But yeah, this is Dr. Kai, as usual, saying peace.